Have you ever wondered why some people are stuck living paycheck to paycheck while others climb their way to financial freedom? It's not an accident, it's the wealth ladder. But most people think wealth means income. They equate a six-figure salary to financial freedom, when in reality, if your expenses exceed your income, you're still broke, and even the biggest paycheck can vanish overnight. And that's why Nick Majuli defines wealth not by income, but by net worth, your assets minus your liabilities, because that's the only metric that truly captures financial strength. And in his book, Majuli breaks wealth into 6 levels, each requiring a different approach, mindset, and strategy. So let's dive in and understand what it takes to climb the wealth ladder. Level 1, less than $10,000. This is the paycheck to paycheck level. People at this stage are in survival mode. Every dollar matters, and there is limited room for financial flexibility. The main goal here is to figure out how to break free from this cycle and cross the 10K mark. And here are a few ways to do this. Track spending aggressively, free up cash flow where possible, prioritize high interest rate debt payments, and build a starter emergency fund to prevent one setback taking you back to zero. Once you've got these basics covered, you move on to level 2, the 10 to 100,000 stage. This is the grocery freedom level. You can cover your basic needs without much stress, but you still don't have the luxury to spend freely on discretionary items. Your priority at this stage should be to increase your emergency fund to at least 3 to 6 months worth of expenses, and start long-term investing in assets like your retirement pot and index funds. Lifestyle creep should be avoided at all costs at this stage. Most people go wrong here by overspending any disposable income just to keep up with the Joneses, not realizing they're one moment away, such as a job loss or an unexpected expense, to being pulled back to level 1. While saving and investing is key at this stage, growing your income can significantly scale your assets and wealth. Whether you do this by starting a business or getting a new job, both will require you to upskill yourself and increase your market value. And that's where a platform like Brilliant can help. Brilliant is an interactive learning platform that is designed to make you a better thinker and problem solver. Each lesson is built with a hands-on problem-solving approach, methods which are proven to be 6 times more effective than passively watching videos. The best part is that Brilliant focuses on high-value skills, like math, science, programming, AI, and data analysis, all of which have been crafted by experts from places like Stanford, MIT, Microsoft, and Google. And just like the wealth ladder, Brilliant builds your understanding from the ground up, helping you master the foundations before progressively leveling up to more complex problems. So if you're looking to level up and increase your market value, then head over to brilliant.org/theblurb, scan the QR code on screen, or click the link in the description to start learning for free on Brilliant. You'll also get 20% off their annual subscription, unlocking unlimited daily access to everything on Brilliant. Thank you once again to Brilliant for sponsoring this video. Level 3, 100K to 1 million. This is the restaurant freedom level. You can eat out and order drinks without checking the price. You're now considered financially stable, and after 100K, compound interest really starts working in your favor. At this stage, you need to start thinking strategically and max out any tax-free and retirement accounts. But above all, the goal should be to just keep buying assets, whether that's ETFs, index funds, real estate, gold, or any other asset class that can compound over time. Many people living in the Western world may find themselves at this stage and probably consider themselves as middle class. Generally speaking, you're living a fairly modest life at this stage, and most of your needs are met. However, if you want to live that so-called Instagram lifestyle, then that's where you'll need to enter level 4, the 1 million to 10 million mark. This is the travel freedom level. You can travel more or less anywhere in the world without worrying about the cost, and by most standards, you're considered wealthy. At this stage, preserving your wealth becomes just as important as growing it. That's why diversification is key. It's also when many people turn to specialists, like tax and financial advisors, to reduce their tax bill as much as legally possible and protect what they've built. And once you break the 10 million mark, you enter level 5, which is 10 to 100 million. This is the house freedom level. You can afford any home practically anywhere in the world. It's safe to say anyone at this level would be considered rich. At this point, beyond the essentials, most financial decisions are optional and not necessary. For example, investing in startups and private equity, or working with family offices to optimize your wealth and start legacy planning for your future generations. It's usually at this stage people start dabbling into philanthropic and social ventures. And after this point, you enter the club of the elite few. Level 6, over 100 million. This is the impact freedom level. You've reached generational wealth and financial worry is almost non-existent. At this stage, you can influence public policy, start charitable foundations, and drive social change with capital. Here, it's no longer about money, it's about impact and, most often, power. Now, regardless which level you find yourself in, the basic rule remains the same. Increase your assets and reduce your liabilities. But a common trap is treating your home as your primary source of wealth, as typically it doesn't generate income. Instead, focus on diversifying your assets and let compounding do the rest. So you don't need to build the next unicorn, you just need to follow a simple system to start becoming wealthy.